turning from Malibu onto Encino Canyon. I mean, this is my nightmare trip. I have to
in about 5 miles, turn right onto Decker Canyon Road.
Encino to Decker Canyon. I mean, I'm going to take you on a little bit of a tour here. If you're a private client, I mean, this one you charge big money, right? I charge $300 for this. I've got to get all the way down through these canyons to this house, get them to the airport or back to the location, and then cut across here. It's just crazy. But just to give you a little bit of an idea, almost looks like, you know, the coast of Spain or Italy. I mean, it's stunning. It's beautiful. But this is probably one of the most dangerous routes I have to drive. Maybe once a month. So I charge accordingly. So we'll take you on this little tour. Not really sure how long it's going to take. Maybe about 30 minutes. If you want to just follow through some of the Malibu Canyon roads, probably the most dangerous one, feel free. On that side here, again, Oceanside, a lot of beautiful homes, and it just sort of goes up and up and up and up and up, very ziggy-zaggy, and then starts dipping down. Hope you all have a good weekend. Maybe you're relaxing, maybe you're making money. I've had a very busy Thursday, Friday. Tomorrow's going to be busy. Saturday, concerts, and then Sunday I'm also booked out. So doesn't look like it's going to be a relaxing weekend. But hey, gotta roll. Gotta make the money, right? The things we do for the cash. See down there, coastline. That's Malibu. That's the heart of Malibu down there. That's literally Zuma Beach, if anybody knows Zuma Beach. And now we're just climbing and climbing and climbing up Encino Canyon. Beautiful house being built at the top there. And this is not my typical day. I'm just showing you the one route where I'm not shy to charge the client. Tesla there. I didn't even think those. I just saw a Tesla 3, but I don't even think they're worthwhile renting from Hertz anymore. Just too expensive. Way too expensive. Renting a Tesla from Hertz. Do you rent a Tesla from Hertz? Give me some feedback. Speed limit 55 miles an hour. We're zooming up here. A little careful, people crossing the road. It's beautiful up here. I looked at property once upon a time up here, but it's too much driving. You're too far removed from Los Angeles. It's stunning. I mean, look at some of these homes. You can see this house here in front of me. Very difficult to build up here. Very costly to build up here. Maybe you're just interested, you know, following me along on the trip. If you haven't been to California, I mean, there's some really cool rustic back roads, canyon roads. This takes you literally from the 101 and drops you sort of to the furthest northern point of Malibu. Malibu's, that's a long stretch, at least 15 miles of beach. And this particular road just goes up and up and up and up. there, beaches again on that side. Pretty high up, but still keeps on going up and up and up and up. It doesn't stop. Super crazy windy road. Oh, and by the way, this is a very, very sought after stretch for street races.
At the next stop sign, turn right.
They usually do that late at night, after 11 p.m. midnight. They race up here, they do races. It's crazy. I've encountered them actually several times, especially when I bring the clients back late from a party. They literally close this road down and say, hey, we just have a street race on the way up. Do you mind waiting a few minutes? So I've seen street races meet up here. I mean, you're talking about Porsches, Lamborghinis, Ferraris, and then they race up this road. Crazy speeds. So when I drive in areas like this, I always play it safe. I enjoy.
At the stop sign, turn right onto Decker Canyon Road.
Okay, we're going to turn right onto Decker Canyon Road. Literally seen like a street meet here. All the cars line up and then they take off from here.
In 8 miles, take a slight right turn to merge onto CA 23 North toward Ventura.
8 miles north. I mean, look at some of these casas. Look at that, my friends. Those are beautiful, beautiful villas. These views are off the charts. Off the charts. I mean, take a look at that. This is California. This is not Spain. This is not Italy. Not Croatia. Some pretty cool ranches out here. Now we're zigzagging. So leave a comment below. What city do you drive in? What platforms do you drive in? Like, what's the current situation? Are you happy? Are you happy with the way things are going? Are you frustrated? Do leave some feedback. Always love learning about drivers and subscribers in my channel. So for this round trip, I charged the client $300, and that was from my house down to furthest point north, Malibu and LAX, and now I'm heading back home. And the client usually tips $50, so ends up being $350. But I got a haul all the way back through this like windy countryside. I picked up a lot of plants here one time, free plants. The guys were changing their landscaping, and I took my truck and my trailer out here. I must have scored about $20,000 in cacti and plants, because that stuff's expensive. So if you're ever looking for free stuff, I don't know if you've ever been on Craigslist, but they have a free section. You'll find some interesting stuff. One man's trash is another man's treasure. It's amazing what some of these rich people throw away, my friends. The ultra rich, it's amazing what they get their assistant. They don't list it, they just get their assistant to list it. And you usually deal with their assistants. You don't deal with the owners. So I picked up palm trees, cacti, I mean, probably like 10 different cacti up here on this road. I drove up with my 4x4 and loaded up a full truck and a full trailer full of plants and succulents and cacti and whatever you call them, palm trees, for one of my projects, for one of my buildings. And I'll take the day off. It's good exercise. And you're saving yourself what, about 20 grand? Even if you go to a nursery and buy wholesale, if you can buy wholesale, still saved yourself 20 to 30 grand on plants. I literally haven't had one single car drive behind me. People don't use this road, and unless you're local and you live here, people do not use this pass to cross from the valley to the beaches. Absolutely not. They use Canaan, they use Las Virgenes. They do not use this road. The roads are not great. California roads are not great. They're not spending money on it. I'll give you an idea. We're right on the top here, and it looks like it's just going up and up and up and up. Interesting rock formation. We've had a lot of rain, so it's green. And I'm cruising through at 15 miles an hour. I'm in no rush. There, I'm sticking to the speed limit, 15. You just saw it. I'm in absolutely no rush. I just decided to take you along for a ride. And maybe we can get to know more about each other. Leave some information about yourself. Are you have a family? How many kids do you have? Where do you live? What do you drive? How many hours do you put in? Do share. I mean, I really like learning about the gig workers, the hard workers. And if you have specific questions for me, by all means, send them over. As you can see, this is one windy ass road. Oh, I came to a big event here once. At this property is massive. So I've taken clients up here. Sometimes there are wedding venues up here. There are a couple of wineries up here. I've been up here quite a lot over the years. But this particular client, I've been probably driving them for 7 years. And I do the long trek. This looks like there's a development here. They're building on 3.72 acres. That's quite a big property. It says Mulholland there. It says Mulholland Boulevard. So that's actually the end of Mulholland Boulevard. And if you turn right there, that's the beginning of Mulholland. I just passed it. That'll take you all the way. One of the most stunning drives in LA. It'll take you all the way across the ridge, across the mountains, through Hollywood Hills, all the way right down there to the Dodger Stadium, downtown LA. It's a long drive, but I've done it many times with my friends that come from Europe or South Africa or wherever they come from. I usually take them on that drive, and it starts up there where I just drove past. We're now on Westlake Boulevard. Drops you into a beautiful neighborhood a little bit later, but you can see going on a little tour here. We're not driving fast. We're still sticking to 15 miles an hour. You've got to do a lot of brush clearance here. So if you own a property up here, fire insurance is through the roof expensive up here. Some of my clients are paying $40,000 to $60,000 a year on fire insurance. Listen to that. I mean, they have big homes. These are multi-million dollar homes, but they're paying $40,000 to $60,000 on fire insurance. This is one of the most dangerous areas here when it comes to fires. A lot of insurance. Oh, look at that cat thing. That must be a free old cat tower. They're trying to throw that away. Another house being built up there. So a lot of these homes are actually being rebuilt. They got burnt down during the fires. Insurance companies paid out. I think this one is one right over here they're building. There were 2 or 3 homes burnt down right around here. So you'll see a lot of new construction. The new construction is basically rebuilding after the fires. This whole area was just black, burnt down. Now we start heading down. It's pretty, and it's also pretty windy. I drove my Jeep up there once, the top of that hill. I don't think it was legal. I drove my Jeep up that road there. You can see that road. And it's 85 today. 85 degrees. Damn, that car came into my lane. Big time. See, I drove my Jeep all the way up there. Oh, now for the first time I have a car behind me. But I'm in no rush. I'll probably just see that guy racing up. There was a guy racing up. Did you see him in the BMW? They love these little racetracks. I mean, this up and down, my friends, is a racetrack. Look at that Casa over there. Stunning. So I got someone on my backside, probably thinks I'm not driving fast enough. So what we do is we pull out and we let them by. Check that out. Look at that Casa. Tennis courts, stunning views, beautiful gate. Check it out. And then looks like more housing and development down here. At night, this is dangerous. I'll tell you why. Because people love to speed and they don't really stick to their lanes. I mean, you're supposed to stick to your lanes. People come flying around these corners and go into the opposite lane. So at nighttime, I remember taking these people out to an event or a party and they've been drinking and you have to come up through here. That's why you charge a lot of money, right? Now, if you're driving in an Uber or Lyft, they're not going to pay you extra for this. They will definitely not pay you. And Uber and Lyft drivers wouldn't come up here. If an Uber or Lyft driver in LA had a pickup at the top of this hill where I just came from, cancel, they won't accept it. It's another big ass driveway all the way up there. You can see stunning gates, beautiful property on the top there. So in this lower area here, I have a couple of clients as well. This is sort of borderline Westlake. Anybody know Westlake? And probably one of the most wealthiest neighborhoods in LA is actually Sherwood. And Sherwood, you'd be hitting a left here shortly. Takes you to Sherwood. might take me there. Not sure. "20 minutes in." You've been driving with me for 20 minutes if you started the video, and I literally I'm showing you, I'm taking you along through a canyon from the valley to the beaches, PCH, Malibu, to the most northern part of Malibu. And this is a road that no Uber and Lyft drivers take. This is a road that private drivers don't like, especially at night, because it's a racing track. At night, all the way up, all the way down is a racing track. Very, very windy. A little lake over here on the left. Still at 85 temperature outside. So please comment, how do you like it so far? Could you do this daily commute every day? I couldn't. But you know, for the right people, for the right clients, for the right money, sign me up. In fact, what I think I'm going to do, I'm going to take the back road so I can go past probably one of the most expensive neighborhoods in LA called Sherwood. So I'm going to hit a left here. A left on Potrero. If I carry on straight, I go to Westlake. My client, Jamie Fox, stays down that way, and I have a couple of other clients that stay in Sherwood. There are literally some people, ladies and gentlemen, that'll spend $50,000 to $100,000 on lighting at Christmas time. 50 to 100 grand on lighting, no kidding. I always get the scoop from all the neighbors.
Turn right onto Camberwell Place, then turn right onto Potrero Road.
So it wants to push me back, but which is the shorter route, but I just want to...
In about 6.5 miles, turn right onto South Wendy Drive.
I have to go all the way down to Home Depot to pick up a few things, so I'm going to take you past Sherwood. Tom Cruise has his house out here, Jamie Foxx, a lot of the actors, massive ranches out here. Beautiful area. You get to know California through the Rideshare Professor channel. Lake Sherwood, there it is, Lake Sherwood Drive. So everything literally on the left-hand side is prime property. Maybe not as expensive as Bel Air, but probably more expensive than Beverly Hills. I think the owner of this development is Rupert Murdoch, from what I've been told. Not these homes on the right here. This is still all small potatoes. This is just a little development here. It's in those hills, Sherwood. They have Pete Sampras stays down here, tennis player, a lot of famous golfers. I drive Dr. Phil and his son to some of these events at the country club. Most expensive golf club in LA, right here in Sherwood. So you're looking over there, you're starting to look at Sherwood. No, not quite yet. Up there in those hills. this is Stafford Road. This goes down into Sherwood. These are all big properties here. Jamie Foxx stays about 2 miles up on the right. And then we're coming up to the entrance. I would say this is the entrance here to one of the most, this is Trentwood Drive, one of the most sought after, expensive neighborhoods in LA, and that's Sherwood. The Sherwood Golf Club and the Sherwood Country Club. These are all beautiful ranches out here. Oak trees, lots and lots of oak trees. This is a great stretch to, if I take one of my muscle cars out, my Firebird or my Camaro, I come driving down here. You can, on early morning, no cops, no radars, and you can reach some serious speeds here on these country roads. But this is all beautiful, man. These are all massive estates. It's a property right there. That's the entrance to a beautiful ranch. These are all big properties out here. Horse country. I'm sure like Texas and those areas have the equivalent. It's literally where I taught my kids, 3 of my kids, to drive on these roads. It's really open, pretty safe. Also looks a bit like Santa Barbara, above Santa Barbara. If you go up to Santa Ynez, Solvang, Los Olivos, looks very much like this. Same setup, same roads, same properties. That's a massive property there. So we're literally driving past Jamie Foxx's place. I'm not going to say whether it's on the left or right. Keep that private. Round about here. And then you start heading back up into the hills as you get up here, and you have to slow down. So I'm almost home. A few minutes. Hope you had a great day. Hope you had a great weekend. Thanks for driving along with me. Just want to show you, what a private trip, a return trip could look like. These are dead miles. I'm not getting paid for this stretch. I got paid for part 1, but I still have to come through these areas. So I wish you all a wonderful weekend. I'll upload this and maybe just, maybe put it on tonight. You have a good one. Stay safe.